Hi everybody, welcome. I'm Gail from Yoga Be Me, and today we'll be concentrating on those of you who have physical challenges. That could mean that you're chair bound, it could mean that you're elderly and you've just got stiff through the proceeds of age. It could be that you've had an injury and you're starting to come back to thinking about your road to recovery and how that's going to look. Whatever the reason for you, we're going to practice yoga together today from our chair, just for a very short time, just to start off to get you started back into movement. So we'll sit in our chair. For my purposes today, I'm in the garden here. It's a windy Scottish day and we've just got a normal, fairly cheaply priced garden chair. No need for anything fancy. I'm just wearing clothes that I would normally wear to run about, do the school run about, do my housework, whatever. There is no need for anything fancy, any expensive purchases. You and your chair, that's all you need. So sitting in our chair, we should try to sit upright as much as we possibly can, as much as our physical challenges allow us to do. If possible, knees at a right angle there, so that your knees and your ankles are stacked on top of each other. But if for your physical challenges that there is some sort of prevention from you sitting like this, you could just leave your legs out like that. Or if you've got somebody who can help you, you can even put your foot on a footstool or even a chair opposite you if you're unable to bend your knees. It really just depends. But for this purpose, I'll stack my knees above my ankles, nice straight back, neck, my head, my neck, my spine, the base of my spine, my buttocks, all aligned. Try and relax into this position. Everything is just sinking down into each other. Try not to be tense. Try just to breathe in. And on your out breath, just let everything go. Just let everything go. Think it doesn't matter. Nobody's watching me. It makes no difference. It's only me. One or two nice deep breaths. Breathing in through your nose, out through your mouth or your nose, it's really up to you, whatever is more comfortable. Again, a nice deep breath in, widen your chest back, bring your elbows back a little bit, just give them a little bit of motion there. And out breath, just let everything relax. On your next inhale, bring your arms up above your head. As you inhale, 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 stretch to the top of the sky. Don't hunch your shoulders up. Make sure that your neck, your head, your shoulders are as relaxed as they can be. Stretch to the top of the sky. And on your next exhale, think about moving from the tummy button, from your waistline round. Keep the bottom where it is and just rotate to one side or the other as far as you can go. Doesn't need to be far, it can even just be here, or it doesn't matter, just however you feel, until you feel that you've challenged yourself enough. You can use your chair at the back, at the side, even here, to grip round. And as you breathe in, when you breathe out, try to just push yourself using your hands a little bit more into that stretch if it's possible. Breathe in, and on your next exhale, come back to the middle. Repeat on the other side. Breathing in, hands and arms up to the sky, and as you breathe out, when you've had a nice stretch from your tummy button area, twist round very gently until you make contact with your chair. Use that leverage as you breathe in, and then on your out breath, encourage yourself to go round into the twist a bit more. You can even look over your shoulder if that's possible for you, but it's not overly important. Where your head goes, that's it. Just as long as you're comfortable. And then on your next out breath, allow yourself to come back to the middle. And we'll repeat it again. In breath, up to the sky. You can even bend your neck a little. You can look to the sky if you want. Stretch, stretch, stretch with relaxed shoulders, relaxed neck. and then round you go to the other side again. Whichever side that is for you is not important. Use your hand to grip onto your chair. You'll feel that twisting here and possibly around the middle of your back. But you just breathe normally. Breathe in. And on your out breath, try and pull yourself with your hands further into that stretch. You can have a wee look over your shoulder if you fancy. And on your next out breath, come back round to the middle and repeat again. Breathing in, up to the sky, and stretch, 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 and breathing out, gently, gently, rotating from the middle of your waist, and pull yourself in as you breathe in and out. So breathing in, and on your exhale, just gently support yourself to go further into that stretch. And gently come back round to the middle on your out breath. Bring your hands parallel up to the sky with an in-breath. And with your exhale, your out breath, bring them back down again. Stretching all the while. Again, in breath, up to the sky, and out breath, down as you breathe out gently all the way to your knees. We can even just try one hand and the opposite leg. Breathing in and breathing out, bring it back down again. Resting your hand on your knee or your chair, wherever is comfortable for you. Again, on your in-breath, the opposite hand and leg. So for me, this is my right hand, my left leg. And then down again on the out breath. And repeat this again. So my left hand, my right leg. Breathing in and coming up. You can even tilt your foot a little bit so that your heel is pointing away from you and you feel that stretch in the back of your leg there. And breathing out, down again. And we can repeat it as often as we want. Breathing in, up. You can tilt your foot, bring your toes towards you, push your heel away so that you can feel that stretch. And remember, this is for people with physical challenges. This might seem like very easy things for those of you that are lucky enough to be fit and healthy. And breathing out, down again. But for people with physical challenges, this can be quite difficult, and for them it's a road to recovery. So if you're that person with a physical challenge, these kind of remedial exercises are excellent for you. Now, hands behind you, breathing in, hands and feet at the same time. Tilt your toes towards you as you stretch up to the sky, back nice and tall, nice and straight, and push your heels towards the opposite side of you. So push your heels that way and push your toes towards you, and you'll feel that stretch in the back of the bottom of your legs. And then relax as you breathe out. Just allow yourself to relax. Now, how does that feel? Does it feel okay for you? If it does, that's absolutely great. If you're feeling that that is a challenge for you, that's also fine. You can lift your legs as high as you want them to go. You can lift them straight out like that. You can tense these thigh muscles, these strong thigh muscles, if you're able to. But if you're not, somebody could even help you. Somebody could help to lift your legs, or you could put a small footstool underneath your feet so that you're starting from a more advantageous position for you, so you've got less of a way to go to straighten your legs. All of these things are possible for you. If you're able to stand up, You could stand up. You could use your chair. We'll use this one, it's the same size. You could use your chair to do some bends, simple bends. So knees bent if you're able, arms out as you breathe up, and then hinging at the hips like we did the last time when we were in the kitchen. And then we go towards our chair. We can use our chair for balance. Just put that back a bit. You can hold on to the arms of your chair. Probably for balance it's better if you're able to stand up in your physical challenges. It's better if you bring your feet slightly wider apart, maybe hip width, but not too wide, because you'll destabilize your stance then. So if you're gripping onto your chair, one of the things that you might want to do, you might just want to bring your knee up as you exhale. So standing from there, exhale. You can even curl your head into your knee, point your toe, get your ankle moving, or you could flex your foot so that the bottom of your foot, palm of your hand, the bottom of your foot is parallel with the floor, and that is a very good strengthening exercise. Again, I repeat on the other side. As you breathe out, bring your foot up. You can point it like a ballet dancer, or you can bring your toes up towards you so that the bottom of your foot, the sole of your foot, is parallel with the ground. And you can repeat that. So as you breathe out, knee up. You can curl round if you're able to, but if you're not, you can just look ahead of you. If your balance is compromised, it's really, really important to keep that balance. So looking ahead of you might be better for those of you that are unsure of your balance, but for those of you that aren't, you can breathe out, make space for the tummy when you breathe out. You can bring your tummy button. When you're breathing out, you can make your tummy button go towards your spine. You can visualize that. So breathing out, knee up, and curl your head towards your knee as much as you want to. You can point your foot, you can flex your foot, and then you can go back down again. Or you can just bring your knee up as you breathe out. You can even wiggle your foot round if you want. One way, then the other, absolutely fine. If you're at that stage where you're standing, if you're physically challenged, have somebody with you in the room when you're doing this, because even though you're holding onto a chair, it's still easy to get dizzy if you've not been well or if you're not used to moving. But when you breathe in, hands to the sky, and breathe out, hands to your chair. And then, if you want to get a little bit adventurous on your road to recovery, you could bring your foot up and you could then push from the bottom, push your foot out the way so that you feel as if your heel is pushing the air away from your leg. Engage your leg there, engage your thigh, but all the time holding onto your chair and looking forward so that you know where you are and your balance is good. You don't need to be very, very high. You can just be down there or there. It doesn't matter. It's all about you. So from that side, again, we would have our feet hip width apart. We would bring our heel up towards our bottom. It might not go all the way. It could just go there. That's absolutely fine. But we'll bring it up and then flatten that foot out. Flex that foot so that the sole of your foot and your heel is pushing away from you. So we like this. Up. And then push. And then back down. And for the other side, up. And then push. All the time, breathing in and out at a gentle pace. So you don't need to go high. You're not a ballet dancer. You're on the road to recovery. You've had a problem. You've had a health problem. And you are just trying to get yourself back on the road again. These simple things, these simple exercises can be done by, I would say, most people, but obviously if you feel that there are adjustments to be made, then you can make them for yourself or get one of your friends or family members or one of your carers to help you. So Things that are adjustments could be all the time while you're exercising. You could have a chair in front of you and the one that you're sitting on, so that if you happen to have some sort of balance issue, you've got something to hold on to. Or you could have a footstool that brings your feet up a little bit higher, so that when you're bringing your feet up to exercise, you haven't got so far to come. So it's just a little part, a couple of inches. If you find the two legs difficult, you can just do one at a time. So you can come up like this, just with one. You can come up like this while you breathe in, just with the other. It's entirely up to you. But as with all exercises, when you take part in any exercises, no matter how sedate they seem to be, you pay attention to your body. If there's anything that doesn't feel right, just don't do it. Just give it a miss. And just be mindful of the physical challenges that are personal to you. So whatever you're experiencing is the most important thing. You might be able to do some things, you might not be able to. That's not failure, that's just fact, that's life. All of us have advantages and disadvantages, and we have to work with them. But happy exercising, everybody. I hope that what you've seen today is useful to you, and if you want any advice about anything about physical or even emotional rehabilitation, please feel free to contact me on yogabeme.com. Thank you. Namaste and take care, people. Bye bye.